First place you land, you go. First place you land, you go.
Ugandan dictator Idi Amin will be known in history for slaying 250,000 of his own people, but Forest Whitaker wanted to capture his charisma as well as his monstrous side in his portrayal of the infamous African leader in The Last King of Scotland. Forest went back to Amin's childhood and met with his family and people who understood him privately rather than publicly.
I had more conversations with his brother and his sister. And those conversations were well, I learned about how he behaved as a kid. I mean, I learned how when he came back into Arua after he became like the general and president, whatever, he'd come back in and he'd say, "Look, I want to have a soccer game. I want to have a party." And then his brother would, who's his little brother, would climb to the tree, look around, and go and try to collect everybody, bring everybody together so they could have a soccer game, and then he'd pull out his accordion and stuff. And from that, I kind of like understood the way he dealt with his friends and the way he dealt with his family. And that was a very important thing for me to understand.
Forest mastered the accordion as Amin would have played it.
I like that instrument. I can improv. But you know what? The accordion that he played was interesting because I had to be careful, because if you watch Idi Amin play, he really doesn't use his right hand too much. He just kind of like does the one and plays one chord on the other. And so when they were teaching me, I was learning all these different chord progressions or whatever, and so I had to kind of simplify it a little bit because he was just kind of like rocking back and forth, letting the band go, and and it was more for fun.
Despite his propensity for cruelty, Amin was embraced by Ugandans who believed he was making a difference in his rule. While in Africa, Forest was able to take some time off for exploring and found that, like Amin, he was taken into the brotherhood of the Ugandans.
We were like going to the source of the Nile, and when we were there, they pulled out this shirt, right? And they said, "This is for you," And I was like, "Oh, wow." It was like some kind of badge, like an acceptance of brotherhood or something, or like I'm in the family or something. I guess I still have this shirt and I still have the memories, and so that was really important to me.
Forest was so taken with his stay in Africa that he has committed to helping an African orphanage, Hope North, to raise money and awareness. The Last King of Scotland opens today in theaters.